Something's wrong, feel it circling like vultures around my brain. Couldn't see the danger in your eyes. Draw me in, got me spinning now like water to a drain. You were perfect till I realized you hadn't shown your face. You sing a pretty song to drag my heart along, a siren serenade. You're ringing out your praise. Your love's a wreck and you know it's wrong. I was deaf to the ringing bells, wanting me to break, deafened by the sirens' soothing lies. I can't leave, I am in too deep, been sinking for a while, prisoner to the same thing I despise, devoted to a fake. You sing a pretty song to drag my heart along, a siren serenade. You're ringing out your praise. Your love's a wreck and you know it's wrong. It's over, same story. You lose to love and glory. It's over, same story. You lose to love and glory. You sing a pretty song to drag my heart along, a siren serenade. You're ringing out your praise. Your love's a wreck and you know it's wrong. It's over, same story. You lose to love and glory. It's over, same story. You lose to love and glory. Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break your keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it 'cause I need it. Do I need it to go wrong? Polarized in hair and pain, pumping through my veins. Eyes in flames, call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the safe I embrace inside of me. I only fuel the fire. But is it wrong for me to fight against the balance of my power? History in halves, one brain. I will break the chain. Oh no, tokori wa yobu. Moeru rame koru to boku no ai to kirai ni iru.
All right, everybody, welcome to the 2021 SERL Truck Series as we get set for our Daytona opener. See these three guys out here on the track are doing their final practice laps. And while they finish up those, we'll go ahead and get our national anthem playing. All right, now we are set to start our qualifying laps. 54 comes out of the pit lane, hopefully set his fast qualifying lap. These guys have 5 minutes to set individual non-driver qualifying laps. They're out there by themselves. Let's see what kind of time Sammy Davis Jr. can put up in the 54 machine. He runs that outside line, trying to get up as much momentum as he can into this first one. This first qualifying lap, but I think he's got one more to go after this. We'll see if he'll pull down to the bottom lane and set a fast one. his first lap with a 52.940 as he pulls it to the bottom. Hopefully keep all that momentum up and set a really fast lap. He's still the time to beat. I know these guys are getting ready to hit their second lap. Oh, Travis Gramata ended up pulling it out over Sammy by 0.05. His time at the line puts him back at the top of the leaderboard with a 52.46. See if anybody can beat that. Let's go look at Travis Gramata and see if he's running anything different than Sammy. Got to keep from seesawing that wheel on that line, trying to keep it right tucked right down straight to that yellow line. Let's come on below on it, see if he said it. Oh, Travis Gramata with a 52.884 as he catapulted off into turn one. Take a look at Doug Neal here. See if he can set his fast time. Take a look at the cockpit of Doug Neal here as he comes around this track. You want that wheel stay nice and straight. Not straight, but nice and unseesawing. You don't want to seesaw the wheel and scrub the speed off. Doug Neal's first lap was 52.430. Doug Neal's time will stand at a 52.431.54 seconds off of the lead. Taking a look at a couple of these other guys here. 00. Blake Gigolo gets to set tries to set his fast time. Few things here as I get the broadcast up and running. I forgot a couple of things I thought I had set up. This time, like I said, he's running that high side right above that dash line, trying to get that truck to gain as much momentum as he can before he hits the bottom lane. These trucks at Daytona Speedway or Daytona International Speedway are very, very, very momentum dependent. Drive to play a big key for them tonight. Lake Gigula sets a time of 53.04, which is 0.62 off of our leader, Bobby Mays. Bobby Mays setting the pace tonight on the pole at the moment, provisional pole at the moment. If anybody can knock him off of it. A couple of these other guys still have time left to qualify. Looks like the 78 of Nate Maurer is just now coming out on the track. We all know I like to call him the Kyle Busch of getting on and off pit road. How to get on as quickly as possible and off as quickly as possible. He definitely has it figured out. Let's see if he can set a fast time and start towards the front of this field. Head up to a couple of our followers who are in the chat right now. Matthew, appreciate you guys tuning in. Justin Michael, appreciate you guys tuning in so far. There's anyone else out there, I am not sure who else is tuning in. And we have John Dube who's tuned in saying, let's go number 27, Dairy Queen. Is that a official sponsor of the 27? We'll look here and see if we can get a better angle of that truck. Yes, sir, it is. And I love some Dairy Queen. That is some good stuff. It looks like a couple of. Oh, looks like he's trying to go back to Nate Maurer here. Do you think it's at his time? It's his first lap. Main's first lap comes out with a 52.452. I think that's some of the first laps I've seen tonight. Let's see if he can actually close in that remaining 0.075 seconds time to capture the pole. I know Bobby May still sits on the provisional pole tonight. A couple of these guys, it looks like they're trying to start in the rear. It looks like Jonathan Cogswell and Andrew Rattel just kind of set slow pace laps to try to. Dylan Clark and Matt Rutter is the same, trying to just stay in the back. I wonder if their play is to kind of keep it safe. Play it safe tonight as Nate. It's his second lap. Nate Maurer. Oh, he won't be able to complete it. We are out of time. We get set to go green here on 75 laps at Daytona International Speedway with these NASCAR Gander trucks. So we got 20. Looks like we got 28 guys in the field tonight. Go up to our leader. Bobby Mays will be the car that has set the time. He will be sitting on the pole. Run through our grid for the evening. Bobby Mays will be on the pole. Michael Christopher second. Todd Mays third. Justin Lumpkin fourth. Justin Michaels fifth. Doug Neal sixth. Let's see if we can pull up Bobby as he finishes cycling through the rest of that grid. Get a word with him real quick. Nope, I don't see him. I'll tell you what, we'll pull up James. Well, pull up Dakota. Let's see what he's got to say. Hey Dakota, boss man. This is Justin up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey man, I was looking for our pole setter, but he's not in Discord, so we'll talk to you since it looks like you did not set a qualifying lap. What's your play tonight?
We're planning on riding around the back for a little while, and then when about time for the stage, we're going to try and run to the front. Hopefully, or maybe we'll get some pit strategy going on. I think we can make it about 22 laps on a tank of fuel, so we'll have to pit before the stage. So should be a good one.
10-4. So, what is the stage? I never asked you that question. Good Good that you brought it up.
Stage will be on lap 30, but we don't have a caution, so we're just gonna keep on racing. But at the end of lap 30, at the start of lap 31, once the top 10 cross the line, that's the end of the stage.
Top 10 cross line, 10-4. Well, you guys are rolling off for grid. I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good one.
You too. All right, so that is Dakota's strategy tonight. Looks like Throttle Up Racing Team has made the decision. They're going to go to the back, ride around, and then try to make their choice. So let's see if it plays out for them. It's going to be interesting if it does. Here recently, I've been kind of doing that myself, kind of riding in the back, getting wrecked a little one too many times. Finally got frustrated with it. Drove myself in the back. A couple of races that I was in. And enough was enough. And worked out okay for me last night. I finished 12th in Michigan, but hey, we're at Daytona tonight, so let's see if that changes anything as these guys roll off here and get ready to take the green flag. Look at our race info real quick. 77 degrees, 57 on the actual humidity tonight. The truck's going to be making a ton of power. So this is going to be interesting to see how much power it makes. These trucks actually produce a little bit more power as it gets a little cooler tracks at a balmy 78 degrees. So it's not going to be too slick. So these trucks should stick to the surface pretty well. So let's see what happens here as these guys get ready to go green. If we can get that pace truck pull off. Pace truck's pulled off. Puts the field in the hands of Bobby Mays. Bobby Mays won't be able to start until the official green flag is out, and we are green at Daytona in the inaugural SERL Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series. We got guys changing lanes quickly back there, trying to get formed up with their teammates as the 25 of Michael Christopher thought about peeping it outside. Figured he'd try to challenge the 22 of Bobby Mays for the lead, but he did not. Looks like that 99 of Todd Mays will pull up beside him. I wonder if Bobby and Todd are related or brothers. If they are, I wonder if they're on the same team. They're going to work together as these guys come around to complete lap 1. Coverage of the inaugural SERL Truck Series at season opener at Daytona. These guys are lined up 2 by 2 from row 3 on back. Bobby Mays leading them here, 25 of Todd Mays. Looks like these two got hooked up as that outside lane starts to form between the 99, the 4, and the 77 of Doug Neal. Let's see if these guys can push each other. Oh, and the 51 of Marshall James Jr. See if these guys can get hooked up and push that top lane to the lead. Be interesting to see if Bobby will play both lanes, try to block that outside lane gain as it comes. It looks like he won't block it this time. It looks like he's trying to push up a little bit, pull the side draft off of that 99. Trucks are dancing around in this draft right here. This draft package will make these trucks dance around. Looks to give that 22 a little bit of a shove off into 3. Not too aggressive just yet. And I'm still trying to make that outside lane work. (22, 25, 87, 99, no, 98 all lined up on the inside there. Of Michael Christopher sitting on that 3rd row trying to get a push from that 4 of Justin Munger. they can actually challenge for the leads at 25. It looks like he's going to give his hopefully relative, a brother, a shove to the front and keep him out front. It's going to make it harder for that outside line to get more of a organized. Oh, looks like that 99 has now got a little bit forward pushing them. See if these guys can actually challenge for that lead. I'm thinking that 99 a little bit closer here to get any sort of good, decent run off and take the lead. It's going to be a hard push, but I think it can be done. But they're just going to have to be a little bit more organized. At 25 pushes that 22, almost a full car length over the 87 out into the lead. See if that gets enough momentum for anybody to try to make a move. As we come around to complete lap 5. Oh, sorry, complete lap 5, start on lap 6. Ooh, as that 25 kind of started to duck down below that yellow line, a double yellow line, looks like he will remain in line. Looks like that draft kind of played. Oh, as he gives the 22 a shot in the corner. These two drivers must trust each other enough to allow that to happen. It takes a lot of time together to get that trust built up for that to happen. That outside lane looks to be formed up a little bit better this time around. See if that 4 can close back up to that 99 and give him a final push to the lead. Looks like he may not be able to do it. 22 will lead this time around again as we complete lap 6. They get a really good runoff into the corner 1 and 2 at the straight, or and 3 and 4 in the straightaways, but they just lose so much time coming off the corner. Let's see if they can work it out this time. Looks like there's a little bit better organization up there. The 4 is going to give a good push to the 99, 25 pushing the 22. Let's see who gets the better run. 77 trying to push the issue of the 4. A little bit of side draft off each other. Going to be close. 22 is going to lead that top round. Looks like the outside line's starting to come in a little bit. These guys are getting a little antsy trying to push to the front. It's important to be nice to be the leader and control the lanes. So far, nothing too crazy happening back in the field. We'll take a quick look back there. It looks like this Sackett group right here, led by the 18. We can get a better idea of what they're looking at here. Looks like they're just kind of riding in the back, trying to stay out of trouble. But just keeping in tow, just enough in tow of that front group. Take a look at, like a little bit of a number. Yeah, 97, that's my fault. 97 in that Tennessee bright orange truck. That's a good looking truck there. Kevin Frank's the team we root for. Safe team to root for. Sometimes they get a little bit of heartbreak, but these guys are just trying to stay in touch with that pack, that front pack. Front here, take a look at our leaders as nothing seems to have changed through the top 10. They're looking a little racy. Not too racy. I'm sure that'll change once we close down on that stage point now. The stage. We do off the stage point. But we don't throw the caution flag. We continue to let these guys race. So we will see how racy they get. Ooh, is it 51 got a The top lane looks to be organizing up a little bit better this time around. Yeah, that 22 and 25, those two are going to be hard to beat on the low side. That is a good tandem matchup right there. These guys trust each other, especially enough for them two to bump each other into the corners, bump draft into the in the middle of the corners. That takes, like I said earlier, that takes a lot of trust and a lot of time working together to know how to do it. Well, we have a few green flag laps here. Ooh, one of my favorite segments. I know it's Dakota's favorite. I think I'm going to rename this one Throttle up that volume knob. Well, while we were doing that, looks like we've got a change for the lead between the 99 and the 22. Looks like the 4 finally was able to push the 99 off in front. As the 4 gets clear, that high lane looks to be coming in. As these guys are starting to figure out how this truck draft package works. Looks like that 4 is going to duck down, leaving that 77 up there alone, other than having his pushing partner behind him. Now the 77 is going to rely on his partner. Travis Lotta to get in the best pull. Ooh, as the 4 gets a little bit squirrely coming out of the trial oval. Looks like the 98 will clear him and duck down below the 77 and literally take the lead in force as the 51 gives the 77 a huge shot. Guys are getting really racy really quick. Closing in on that stage, but we're also closing in on green flag pit stops. They are coming up. As our in-race reporter Dakota Kemper said, 22 looks like will be the max number of laps we can run. Lap finishing lap 15, going to 16, so we're within starting to close in. Who's going to come and win as the 51 pushes the 77 to I know broadcasters aren't supposed to have their favorites. Well, I may sound like a little bit of favoritism. 97. I'm sorry, this sucker, but that 5 was 5 of. But also, don't forget, don't count these guys out back here in the back. The 3, the 18, the 13, and the 6. Those guys are trying to stay out of trouble. Trying to stay within that lead. Close enough to where they don't lose the draft, but close enough to pretty quick. Blow that truck up and stay out of trouble. I think we get one fast repair in this league. So take another look at our chat here. It looks like we've got an additional non-H saying just a Michael will win the race. Is that the 99 of Michael Christopher? Is that who you're referring to? Or are you trying to say that 4 and the 99? Justin Lumpkin and Michael Christopher. Clarify for you there. Jump in the chat, say hi. It helps add to the broadcast. And like I said, jump in, say hi. Let us know who you think will win. Let us know who you think is going to hit pit road first. Which one of these guys is going to pull the chute and hit pit road first? The 00 Blake Giglio takes the lead here. Where did he come from? And if you guys like the broadcast, like the channel, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We'll be here every Friday, every Saturday night for the next 15 or so weeks, other than a few off weeks for holidays and such. So hit that subscribe button. That way you know when we go live. We also have, Sunday Cup League that fires off on all cylinders on Sunday. I think this week we are at Arlington for throwbacks. So we got a bunch of neat over there on Facebook. Like your favorite paint scheme, throwback paint scheme these guys have done. Some of them are really nice paint schemes. So go over and give us a shout. Definitely give some of those guys a little bit of like love. Win the best paint scheme for the throwback weekend at Darlington. 00 still in the lead as we close in 2 laps to pit stops. See, I hear a lot of chatter on the radio. Some of these guys, I think, are getting ready to come this time. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. My apologies. Here they go. Let's see if they hit pit road this time. Nope, not this time. Not this time. The outside lane seems to be working better after a few laps. We have our small blinker of the 20. Matthew Rudder, and he is blinking around. Guys are going to have to watch out for him, make sure that he doesn't blink out and then they blink inside of his car, because that will create a massive pileup. As you can see, these guys start to get single file down here, which means they are prepping to pit green flag pit stops here, as we have been caution free since the start. And here comes our takers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Several of these guys on pit road. 00, 99, 51, 4, 99, all on pit road. Let's see if they can get on quickly and off quickly without spinning their tires. Let's see if they take tires this time around. Let's take a look here and see. Oh, looks like the 4 overshot his pit box a little bit. Got to back up. Looks like these guys are not taking tires. They are taking fuel only as they come off pit lane. He takes that lead off. Looks like that 98 Travis Kamada is going to be the first one off pit road in this group. Come around to these other guys and see which ones of these guys are pitting. I guarantee they're all pitting this time. 77, 5, 27, 97, 77. Ooh, as we have a wreck already on pit road. These guys trying to get on pit road quickly. Thinking it was the 4 that was involved, but it is not. It looks like it may be the 18. Oh, 18 is in there. Maybe involving the 20. Let's see who straggles to get out of pit road here towards the end. Definitely looks like the 18 was involved. Yeah, he's sitting on pit road getting damage fixed. Maybe the 44. Yep, 44 was in there, involved in that. As this big pack starts to form up, as these guys work on up. Looks like he decided to stop and hit pit road. Looks like he finally decided to tow it. As the 87 and 77 out here to a good lead by themselves, but that 98 and 5 and 51 and 99, or double zero, sorry. 98, 00, 51, 99. Looks like they just come on them with a full freight train of steam. They easily pull by them. Let's see if they can keep up, pull back into that bigger pack, because now we have 2 individual packs. We've got one pack led by the 78 of Nathan Maurer. I say we're closing in on this stage, so looks like these guys that have been hanging in the back, looks like they're going to try to push a little hard to get to the front. The second pack's being led by the 78 of Nathan Maurer, being pushed by the 6 of Dustin Matson. If these guys can get formed up single file one by one, as the 6 looks to the outside of Nathan Maurer. Like the 5 is going to go with them. 3, the 22. These guys, they're going to make the high lane work. Because they're going to race more in a pack formation. Here's another guy I haven't mentioned. The 16 of Joey Doucette. He's in the number 16 Simbox machine. He's on that team Simbox with the 77 and the 78 and the 16. Those guys have formed one team together. As we form, they guys form like a 10, 11, 12 car pack. 5 or 6 in coming in behind them. Like here towards the front, as these 6 cars are forming a single file lane. Let's see if they can keep that 6-second gap over that second group. Ooh, as that second group gets early back there, that is a big hornet's nest. Spot here at Daytona. 16 and the 6 almost got into it a little bit there. These guys are going to have to sort it out quickly, because they've already lost another second to that lead pack. It's like the 97 of, or sorry, 77 78 is more kind of pulled it outside of the smart move. That didn't look like a nasty bit of a hornet's nest right there. Then back out front, these guys are pulling. It looks like that second pack closed it up a little bit. Half is down to 7.3 seconds. Let's see if they can catch these first 6 trucks. group has lost another 3/10 to this lead pack. Single file. Let's take a look back here. This is where the racing action is. This is where all these guys are racing pretty hard for position. And that lead pack literally walks away from them. Dakota's starting to recognize that. Joey's starting to recognize that. They're starting to try to form up a single file line here. So the guys get down. They closed in down to almost under 6 seconds. And if the high line starts to form, I don't know if they'll close any more time. They might though. Sometimes if you get enough for 2x2, they had some good pushers. Close down in on the stage at lap 40. Seconds, and they are continuing to close on this lead group. But a couple of, I believe, going to be lap cars that our guys are already a lap down. They're going to start 18 of the 44. They're going to play havoc on these guys as these guys form up. Makes you wonder if they change their strategy a little bit. Knowing that second group was coming, thinking if they could run side by side, they might be quicker. Looks like they are. They pulled it out to 7.2 second lead. 7.15. This will be interesting. Oh, as we have a caution on the track. Caution is out. Looks like it was involving some of these cars back here. Let's back it up and take a quick look and see who that was involving. It was in that second group. Let's get a good look at it here. Here we go. Looks like the 3's pushing the 16. Ooh, as a 16 gets a little loose right there. And then they start collecting everybody in it as we slow it down even further. Wow. Collecting a bunch of good trucks right there. 25 is in it. 54, 22, 56, 6. Nate Maurer, I wonder if he got a little bit of damage. One of my favorites. I know broadcasters aren't allowed to have them, but possibly as the 25 comes down and hits the front nose of Nate and of the 78. Wow, what a wreck. And look at all of this carnage right here. Joey Dissett turned around, being nosed in by the 11. Nate Maurer and the 78 going backwards. 54, 56 got into it. They're turning around. They got a bunch of good trucks right there. That is our Throttle Up Racing Network first caution of the race. Get back live here and take a quick look at our leaders on pit road. Here we are now, we're live. Looks like I need to speed it up a little bit, that would be helpful. Play. You come out first, looks like. Car right there, so he comes out first. 87 Doug Neal, 87. Yes. Justin Michael is up there. Looks like those guys all retired. Oh, it looks like Doug only took gas only. See if that plays off for him. In fact, look here and see. I pulled 77 down to this stage, but I can't seem to find him anywhere in Discord. What we have here? You guys come down to 1 to green. Thursday, you said we Justin Michael on. I apologize. I did not see him on there. Looks like he's toward the front. You may be right here. Try to get our lights are off on the pace truck. Time to get back green, get to this first stage here. So we won't go caution. We got to keep racing. Here we go. 87. Field back in the hands of the 87. Back on the loud pedal. Double 0 and not double 99 or double 9 behind them as 98 Travis Kamani off in the turn one. Gives that 77 the lead. Let's see if he can keep it out front and pick up stage points. 4 to go for the stage. Correct. We're gonna have a bunch of trucks. There it is. There's our caution. There's the second caution of the evening. As we get another look at it here and see where this started. We all know it was between, looks like it was involving the 99 here. Get another look at it here. Looks like the 99 went high, got into the 12. Those two got suckered together. 12 turned back down into the 99. What is 22 was just hanging out there on the low line? Or was he actually damaged? Wow, as that shows a lot of guys damages a lot more trucks right here as the 99's now on top of the 12. Take a look here and see if anybody else gets caught up in this. Looks like maybe Nate Mauer's going to squeeze through. No, he gets his tail nailed and then doored again. as he's now in it for his second caution. That quick, wow. 20's in it. Five. Let's see if the 97 gets a little bit of damage there. Back into the 99. Yep, looks like we got a few trucks in it here. So I think a lot of these guys are in already used their fast repair. So if anybody hits pit lane, looks like we have a few takers on pit lane. A few of these guys are damaged and look like some of these guys are going to stay out. I would probably call that the stage. If that's the case, that'll be the 77. Well, no, that's not the stage. We actually stay under stage and caution. So no stage just yet. Guys are a lap to run before we can finally officially call the stage. Redfield decides to stay out 99, 51, 00. Cross the line for lap 38 of 75. Yes, this is a half. 7.5 is the halfway point. We have now officially over. But Nate Bauer's got a little bit of damage right there. A little bit of damage on the front. A little bit of damage on the back. 51's in the same boat. Oh, sorry, I thought it was 6. Everybody's got a little bit of damage on the back. And on the front. Still looks like he's used his fast repair. Ready to go back green here. Lap 39. His truck's off and Doug Neal is back on the skinny loud pedal. Let's see if he can keep that lead at 00. Push that 98 hard here in turn 1. That 51 is going to have to give Doug to keep that 98 from taking command of the lead. Looks like he'll barely clear him. He's 98. Travis Scott stays up high with him. Looks like these two guys are going to try to work together, take over that Manalita as the three is. Look at the three. There's some stage points right there. Looks like the 98, 00, 3, 77, 87, 13, 54, 5, and 16. Select your first season stage points. Talked about it in the pre-race that they were going to lay back and charge in front. They did. Says enough riding in the back. I am tired of riding in the back. It is time to get up front. Ooh, as the 87 shoved him off in front of the 98. Can he save it? All over the place. Get another caution. No caution. The 87 Justin Michael takes full command of the lead. No racing through the cautions here. No admin cautions and less needed. Maybe, I don't even know if they throw them. I need to check that rule book. Ooh, look at these two. I was waiting for this to happen. 77, 78, working together. Come to the front. That 13 out in front to make it a three-car outside lane. Let's see if these three guys can push each other in front of this 87 as the 13 then pulls down in front of the 87, leaving the 77, 78 hanging out to dry again. Pack now. Let's take a look. The next pack is 7.7 seconds. There's a bunch of trucks in. As we were saying, Dakota Camper in that black Goodwrench number 3 truck, he was in the lead, got a huge shove, which got him a little bit loose, shoved off in front of our leader, the 80, one of our leaders at the moment, Travis Gramada, and nothing they could really do. And then everybody behind him kind of piled up, trying to avoid the 3. Looks like there was a couple of guys getting shoved in there in the corner anyways. They didn't want to, so we do not have a caution for that. So these guys are going to have to start working together. They're 9 seconds back now to make up the time on this front pack. Close down to 32 laps to go on the opening of the SERL Truck Series at Daytona. Back up here at our leader, Amy Dunning in the 13. One of my favorite teams. I think Fox used to call it. Of the lead here with 31 laps to go. The 87 of Justin Michael out behind him, the 00, the 54 of Sammy Davis Jr. These guys are starting to single it out on the low lane. And hopefully keep that distance between the second pack and not have another caution come out. But you know, this is Daytona. We know it's coming. When and where is it going to strike? We're down to 30 laps to go here. Sammy Dunning's out front with Justin Michael second, Blake Giglio third, Sammy Damage Jr. in fourth, Marshall James Jr. in fifth, Doug Neal in the 77, hanging out there with 78 of Nathan Maurer between 6th, 7th, and 8th. At the 16 of Joey Doucette pulling up the rear of this first pack. We're going to take another look at that second pack. These guys have fallen another second off of the main lead pack, as they're 3 wide now. Ooh, is that 5 almost takes out the 44 of Daryl Owens. Wow, what a move. Good record points right there. These guys are going to have to form up to even have a chance of catching that lead pack. Otherwise, they might as well send postcards, because they're not catching them. That outside lane of this first pack starts to form with the 18. Hal leading. Starting to charge in on the first lapper of the evening of that. One lapper in front of him is 19. Justin Hartford takes his first lap. His first lap now. His name is Rich Truck. That outside lane's not forming as well as too much damage to form a good solid pushing lane out there. He's going to leave that the bottom lane, the master lane, and the lane to beat. With an 87 again with a 13, a huge push, getting him a little squirrely. Take a moment. Another one of my favorite segments that I enjoy immensely. Auto up at that volume. laps to go here in the inaugural SERL Truck Series opener at Daytona 2021. Not much happening out front. Looks like Jamie Lee Dunning, the 13. Justin Michael giving him a good push. Looks like the top. Top 9 trucks have formed up single file lane. One single file line lane. These guys are trying to pull away from that Sackett pack led by Dean Clavitt in 56. Looks like Dean and these guys back here have decided to fall in line single file. Hoping they'll catch that lead pack. They're almost a full 12 Sackett's back. They keep falling further and further back. I don't know if they're going to have any chance of catching these guys. We do know that green flag pit stops are coming up again. These guys last pitted 19, 20, 25 laps ago, but the 20, 25 laps, those are laps under caution as well. So they're getting ready to start hitting pit road here. We're going to see if this mixes it back up again. Hopefully that second pack can reform, maybe get a chance catching this lead pack. Check back into our chat here. Oh, we got some takers on pit road. Looks like everybody from third on back except one guy is 18 of Christopher Howell is going to hit pit road. These guys can hit pit road and not slide through the box. 77, 78 did. Oh, looks like the 16 missed his pit box. Now he's in it. Oh, no, he's not in it. Oh, he is going to lose the draft with that huge mistake. First one to come off is a 00 of Blake Giglio, followed by the 97 and the 78 and the 77 of Doug Neal and Nate Maurer with a 51 in behind. If the 13s decide to hit pit road this time, as they does, 13, 87, 18, all hitting pit road. See what happens here. See if these guys can, has the 13 overshot his pit box. That's the difference between the guys that were with him on pit road to the guys who have now hit pit road and come off. Looks like the 00 is going to cycle back through as the race leader. Now it's the 97 of Kevin Franks who is our race leader. He has not pitted yet. But when we finish the cycle, looks like it's going to be back. I don't know. Here comes the 18. He got off and on pit road pretty quick with the 13. We know guys and those guys. Oh, nope. They're going to cycle through. 00 is going to take the lead here. Going to pass these guys pretty quick here. So maybe that one extra lap getting on pit road is going to pay off for him, push him out here to the lead. '87 is going to get freight trained right here, big time. Ooh, as the 00 lets off and tries to put the 87 back in the mix. Guess maybe he needs a drafting partner. He's going to pull up the 13 and the 18 back into this lead pack as the 78 takes over the race lead. Now he's got damage, folks. So let's see if excuse me, if that plays a difference in him staying out front. got damage on the front right there. You can see part of that hood is missing. Is that going to play a factor into him keeping that lead? We know the 77 doesn't have any damage on his truck. He's been up front most of the night out of trouble. A 9-10 car front pack has now been 6. As that second group is now a full 12 seconds, almost 13 seconds behind. These guys just need to stay as long as possible for these final 17 laps, and then they can fight it out amongst each other. As I was saying before we hit green flag pit stops, because these guys will not have to pit again unless we have a green light checker, which even then I still think they have enough. Let's go back over to the chat and take a look here. Two of our race participants commenting. Jonathan Cogswell said that he accidentally in a 27 truck, he's in a 27 truck, accidentally used a fast repair. He got caught up in another caution, which resulted in a quick exit for him. Stating we've got to get that number 27 DQ car on the podium. I did not see another Dairy Queen car out here. If there is, somebody needs to point it out to me. And then Crystal Nintendo in the 12 says that he hates Daytona. So, a little bit of frustration for this track right now. I think it's more so not with the track, more so with the guys on the surf, racing surface, just pushing the issue too quickly, or not hitting, not giving a good enough drafting partner help. Only so far 2 cautions for 6 laps tonight. Like that draft is not really affecting that 70. I thought it would. He's still being pushed by Doug Neal. All these other guys behind him are just kind of following and following the leader. Makes me wonder if that 87 exactly where they could get a good run at some point. Got to pull up high, take the lead. Come down to 14 to go. Look at that second pack, 56 leading into Dean Clavitt. You guys are 10 seconds in the rear. Closing time, but is there going to be enough time? Fast, can these guys catch this front group? I'm not sure. It's going to be close if they do. Ooh, as the 6 gets shuffled away by the 3 truck. But that 3 truck's got a little bit of damage on his front left corner. Now you can see the damage. His right front tire is out into the wind a little bit. See if that plays a role in these guys catching this front group. Looks like they're closing it down a little bit, but no, I don't think it's going to be fast enough. I think the race battle for the win is going to be in these first top 6 trucks. It looks like we've got, nope, I was thinking there was some drafting games being played, but say John H. Looks like Justin Michael's still in the thick of this. Your prediction may come true. Down to 12 to go. Like I said, folks, if you like this channel and like the content you see, go over and hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be here next Saturday night for the next race on the schedule. The next race on the schedule will be Las Vegas. Lap 30 was the stage. No, I think it may be misreported here. Anyways, next week, May 15th, Las Vegas, 100 laps. Looks like the stage will be at lap 45. That's next week here on the Racing Network. We're live at 9:15-ish. Sort out our pre-race activities. Go full green flag racing. 35-ish, give or take. So we'll hopefully see you guys next week then. Goes down on 10 laps to go in this race. Simeon and Nathan Maurer up front with Doug Neal behind them. 77, 18, or 87, 13, 18 are the guys at the top 6. There are 7, looks like there's 7 trucks in this lead pack. At number 44 of Daryl Owens. 44, he is 1 lap down. He's just basically pulling a lead draft tag at the moment. As our second group, led by Dustin Matson, these guys have closed it down to 5.5 seconds. They're coming. Is there enough time? Maybe. Let's see if they can do it. If this will definitely make this race interesting. It's top 6. Or actually top 7 with that one lead lap car. Let's see if these guys can finish. Finish catching up here, as they got it down to 3.3 seconds. They're coming, and I think they're going to have enough time to do it. Ooh, as we go back up here towards the front. Wow, I wonder what happened right there. Is that the 9087? But these guys kind of tossed it. Oh, as that 87 gets out of the way, gets a shove. I don't know if he got shoved by the 978 or not. The 77 gives the 78 a hard push off into 3. 0087 on the bottom lane. 13 pulling in behind. See what happens here. As that second group, they have caught that first group. This is going to get interesting, folks. We are down to 7 laps to go, and this is a 11 car battle for the race win now. The 6 car. These guys are going to mix it up quick here. Have the lap car of the 19 up high, pulling up out of the way. Ooh, as the 78 gives that 00 a good push, gets them a little squirrely, as they know that they have to stay up here on that high lane to have any chance, because that 87 has the preferred lane all night. The low lane's been the preferred lane. The 51 was up there mixing it up for the race win as he goes a lap down. There's Dakota. Sorry, I wasn't a GM Goodwrench car in Dakota. That's an Unchained vehicle. 87. I mean, 00, 87 out front. 00 on the outside being pushed by the 78 and the 77 and the 99. 87 being pushed by the 13, the 6, and the 3. There's a few of the cars in behind them. These guys aren't up there close enough to push any of those top 6. And I appreciate the heads up there, PJ1 on the race chat. I apologize for my microphone. I did not realize it was a little bit too far out, so hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. And I also had the race volume turned up a little too much. So hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. We finish up lap 5, have 4 to go. These guys are top 11 are duking it out. Ooh, looks like the 77 gets into the 78. Turns them around. That's going to be our third caution of the night. Go back and take a look at it here and see what happened. As the 77 or 78 pulled high. 77 then tried to pull up high there with the 78 and just ended up turning them, and that collected a bunch of trucks in the process. 99, 98, 54, 3, all these guys involved. Now we know the 77 still has his fast repair. This may help him a little bit. It's still not ideal, but he'll just have to come down pit road and use that fast repair as the 87 takes over the lead here. 13 of Jamie Dumming out Sackett. 13 the 00 third. Let's see if these guys hit pit lane. If I'm one of these guys, I'm not hitting pit lane. I'm staying out. And no doubt I'm staying out. Let's see if the 6 does it. Nope, 6 stays out. 78 stays out. 77's going to hit pit lane. Probably a smart play. He looks like he's got a ton of damage and still has his fast repair. Now we know the 78's already used his. Not quite sure if the 6 has. Interesting if he did. Now let's pull up the 13 of Jamie Dunning here. See what his final strategy is. Hey Jamie, this is Justin in the booth. You got a copy?
How's it going, Mr. White? How are you today, sir?
Good. How are you? Looks like you've almost were getting ready to go a lap down. Now you're up here in second place, looking like you're going to either start on the inside or the outside as this possible final restart. What's your play?
I don't know. I got conserve mode right now. I was hoping that we would have gone all the way to green. I had a plan to run with Blake on the outside, push him to the win, at least get a solid top 3 out of it. But to be honest, now it's anybody's game. I know the 87 has some front end damage when him and the 77 and Mr. Neal got into it on the front stretch, but it's hard to say. I mean, I hope that I got my teammate Matson behind me. Hopefully I got enough fuel to get me through these last 2 laps here.
Oh yeah, you pitted on 17 laps ago, so you're going to be pushing it there on fuel. So hopefully you'll have enough and be able to challenge for that win.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it would be great to be able to beat Blake.
10-4. Yeah, he's been a force to reckon with in the Sunday league. So,
Oh, that's for sure.
all right, we're getting ready to double file it up. I'll let you get back to it.
All right, thank you for broadcasting tonight,
Not
sir.
a, not a,
Hopefully, speak to you soon.
yes, sir.
I can't, so looks like I'm stuck. Unless, well, wait till I get to the back stretch. I'll mute myself real quick for you.
Simple. Following you. See you me. A good finish, 87.
Shoved him in at an awkward angle, which then put the 00 into the wall. Pushed him back down in front of the 77. Taking out the 56, pushing the 3 low. 6 is involved. Coming up, collecting the 13. The 87 is going to squeak through. Kevin Franks squeaks through on the grass in the apron as the 00 comes back on to try to correct it. Gets collected by or runs into the 7 truck. It looks like could be a weird number. Or 17 truck. That's the odd number. 17 truck. Those two get collected again into or get collided into each other door to door. 97's got a huge run. Going to blow by them, both of them together. As we come back up here to the race win between the 87 and the 3. We'll slow it down so you guys can see the difference. We'll back it up one more time and then slow it down. There's your difference of the win. Justin Michael first, Dakota Camper second, Kevin Franks third. As we go and down here to pull in, go back live here. And pull up our third place finisher, Kevin Franks. Kevin, this is Justin in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, good job, buddy. Looks like you squeaked through there on that last corner caution. Squeaked away with a third place finish. What was going through your head right there? Were you thinking you're going to be collected?
Yeah, I did. When I saw the 56 kind of spin back up, I was on the brake, on the gas, trying to pick a lane, and he come back up, and I dove down low, hoping nobody was there, and I actually jumped in the grass a little bit and jumped back up, and I think it was a red truck coming up, and I thought I was going to get collected by him. Then I just downshifted and jumped on the outside past him and the other truck to come on in and bring it in for third.
Yeah, well, you have one of my favorite paint schemes, favorite college teams, Tennessee Volunteers, on that truck. So it looks like you represented well and brought home a third place finish. You got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to all my family and friends who is watching tonight, and coworkers who maybe they're watching tonight. And thank you to Thought Up Racing Network for broadcasting the races.
Absolutely. Well, it was a joy watching you guys tonight. I'll let you go celebrate your third place finish, and hopefully we'll have you up here next week on another top 3 podium finish.
Thank you, and I hope so too. Keep fingers crossed, knock on wood.
Yep, appreciate it. We bring up our second place finisher, Dakota Camper, Boss Man. Dakota, this is Justin in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, Boss Man, looks like you finished second, but squeaked it through there on that last lap, last corner caution. You had a little bit of trouble there earlier, I think, getting caught up in a wreck, and then looks like you were able to rally for a second place finish. Were you hoping to have enough momentum to catch that 87 Justin Michael vehicle?
Yeah, I saw him in my right monitor. They got squirrely, and I was like, wrecking. So I just shot to the inside and went through the grass and around them, and I had enough of a draft. If this was Talladega, I think I'd have won.
I think you would have won too, because you were a half a truck length behind it. We showed it up on the broadcast how close it was to the win. So, like I said, you guys put on a pretty darn good show tonight. I hope viewers had a good opening idea of what this truck league's excitement's going to bring. I mean, we're not labeled a Southern Excitement Racing League for nothing. So, I got to ask you, anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank Unchained Motorcycle Ministry. They're on all my vehicles. They do great work around our area, around Bristol Motor Speedway area. I just want to give a shout out to Travis Scramita, because earlier my spotter said clear, and I went shot to the bottom, and I got squirrely or something and come across his nose. I just want to publicly apologize for cutting him off. But then we got in a straight line finally and caught him right there with 5 to go. That was one heck of a rebound.
That was a heck of a rebound. I forgot about that part. You guys were almost 10, 12 seconds behind, and you guys quickly caught that front 6, which was quite impressive. So definitely made it an interesting finish.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Appreciate you for doing the broadcast, man. You did a great job.
I appreciate it. Like I said, a few little kinks got to work out, but good job on the second place finish. Hopefully, we'll have you up here on the podium interviews one more time next week, or actually a few more times this season. So it looks like you got the speed to do it. So go celebrate your second place finish, and we'll see you next week.
All right, I appreciate it, man.
And now we'll bring up our race winner, Justin Michael. This is Justin in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Pretty good. Hey, exciting finish right there. Looks like you were in that lead pack with 6, 7 cars, and then the 6 or 7 in behind caught you guys pretty quick. Did you think they were going to catch you, or were you just hoping for you top 6 were just going to fight it out amongst each other?
If you're talking about before that caution came out, you said?
Yeah, no, after that caution came out.
For the caution, yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to drive around the guys I was around, and that's it. I didn't care about anybody else. Just trying to keep people, doing what I wanted to do to take advantage of it and get out there and stay in front. So, but it's a wild last lap, that's for sure.
Yeah, a guy in the chat here, John H. I don't know who you are. He actually called the shot before the race even started. He said Justin Michael's going to win this thing. He might want to go play the lottery, and you might want to take half his winnings when he does.
Well, if he does, I'll take half of it and put it in Dogecoin, and maybe I'll triple it here in a couple days, right?
Yeah, Dogecoin has taken off to the moon, as Elon Musk says. So, you got anybody you wanted to give a shout out to?
It's everybody out there watching. John and Darren's out there watching too. I appreciate those guys watching and cheering for me. So, but it was a good finish. It's the first race I've ran here with these guys, so hopefully we'll be up here a few more times this year.
Yep, we don't call it Southern Excitement Racing League for nothing. So
There you
let
go.
you go celebrate your win, and hopefully we'll have you up here in the podium finishers next week.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Yep, appreciate it. All right, well, that will conclude our coverage of the 2021 opening SERL inaugural racing opener here at Daytona, as the 87 truck of Justin Michael burns it down there at the start-finish line. We want to give you guys a shout-out and say thank you for tuning in and listening. Appreciate the heads up on some of the microphone and other issues that we had, but we just appreciate you guys tuning in, because hopefully next week you guys will get an even more exciting race as we head off to Las Vegas. As I said, we'll go live at 9:15. Race qualifying will start at 9:30, and we'll go green roughly about 9:33. So next Sunday we will see you guys then.
Something's wrong, I feel it circling like vultures around my brain. Couldn't see the danger in your eyes. Draw me in, got me spinning now like water to a drain. You were perfect till I realized you hadn't shown your face. You sing a pretty song to drag my heart along, a siren serenade. You're ringing out your praise. Your love's a wreck and you know it's wrong. I was deaf